Pioneer will be given a special look during MathChief Game Expo on June 5th. Stay tuned for that.
Let me tell you how it works here. First of all, everyone in your squad is dead. You are alone now. The island is isolated by an anomaly. Secondly, brutal gangsters, tough guys like you and me are at the helm right now. Do you understand the deal? I need the people who are ready to do the toughest things. Crazy sort of men like me and you. And you now are just my borrower. So, my dear comrade, are you ready to pay your debt?
The storm has gone, and skies have returned to their regular colors, but the endless storm that took our island into blockade still remains. Yes, the storm doesn't disappear to this day. As survivors, we have somehow adjusted to new ways. We have rebuilt fortifications, shelters. We continue to explore the island and still look for solutions and reasons, but there is always a lot of destruction and hatred among us.
The island is inhabited by all sorts of scum. It's local freaks out of tribes. Brigadiers are like former Soviet deserters. There are also all sorts of moronic fanatics, kinds of gangs, abnormal creatures, mutated animals, and some real
Короче, приключения на жопу себе найдешь.
What you've just seen here is your very first look at Pioneer, an upcoming post-apocalyptic survival RPG that will have its special reveal on June 5th at MathChief Game Expo, so definitely make sure you stay tuned for that if you're interested in any way in this project. Now let's get into the details for Pioneer. Now first of all, you might have definitely seen it is inspired by many projects taking place in a similar setting, for example Stalker, Escape from Tarkov, or the Metro series, and this game doesn't intend on going unnoticed. It came out of nowhere, but this small Russian studio deserved the recognition for making something as good looking as this. In Pioneer, you act as a former operative who survives in a world after a massive technological disaster that changed everything. Your main character is on a Soviet island isolated from the mainland by a large-scale technogenic anomaly. So now you have two primary objectives: find and rescue your comrades and investigate the mystical Mogilnik station. Pioneer is an action MMORPG game where your main goal is survival and exploration through very hardcore elements that will make you think before going into action. Pioneer features a ton of locations, from secret Soviet underground factories, machines, and labs, also abandoned settlements that were inhabited by vermin and mutants, and more that's not been shown yet. Island collapsing before your eyes, can you survive and save this population? Suitable for different playstyles, the weapon customization system allows you to drastically change weapon performance, providing incredible flexibility as said by the developers. The game will give you the ability to create or loot attachments for weapons and craft weapons themselves in handicraft conditions, using a workbench, and also use artifacts or energy anomalies as a source or details. There's also going to be an influence level, and presented as a reflection of player progression. Influence level does not affect the character stats and does not improve character combat abilities. Instead, it provides access to new weapon suppliers, quest givers, and more valuable items. Players can gain influence levels by a variety of methods such as quest or quest lines accomplishment, and trading and smuggling. Again, Pioneer is taking place in a closed Soviet island isolated by a technogenic catastrophe involving a mysterious anomalous energy source that was used not so long ago by the Soviet Union to maintain a giant network of design bureaus, bunkers, and labs. The most important parts of the game are the open world exploration, the story, faction missions, and raids. You can either explore vast open areas with strangers, fight deadly enemies in raids with your friends, or uncover the story of this secret Soviet island yourself and explore the dark corners of the island. Let's not forget about the players versus player action. In these special areas called empty lands, which are scattered around the island, there are uncovered amounts of valuable resources and dangerous secrets of Soviet military. You'll fight against deadly creatures with other survivors, or if you want, against them and take their stuff. These dangerous areas of the island are filled with unique and valuable gear. In Pioneer, you can join the various factions, 4 in total, to complete their faction quest lines. You are allowed to make decisions that can change the ending of the game or the situation in a particular faction or area. It's not just a simple MMO, but something on a grander scale that actually has a story that you can complete at your own will. As I've never really been into MMO games, this is the kind of MMO I could be into, as it's not the in-your-face type, but something less intense. In Pioneer, the time of day affects the behavior of the in-game non-playable characters. For example, wild animals and mutants are very active during the day, and the most dangerous creatures in the game, the Leshy, I'm definitely pronouncing that name wrong, who goes out to hunt exclusively at night. There's gonna be different creatures and bandits for different times of day. The very dangerous ones will of course be at night, but that doesn't mean you should be okay during the day, as any encounter or even traps can kill you in a second if you're not careful. Keep in mind, Pioneer is a game that is being made entirely in Russia, and the team making this has never really made something that stands out in the Western media, so it is up to us to create the excitement and share this game around. For now, its first trailer, even though pretty cheesy with the voiceover, is still pretty good and shows a lot of interesting things. It seems more and more Russian studios are coming with good games recently. It really never stopped coming, with Stalker, Escape from Tarkov, Chernobylite, and so on. I think it is a really great time to be a fan of post-apocalyptic setting like these, and I'm definitely up for more of Pioneer. Alright guys, Pioneer will have a special look at MathChief Game Expo on June 5th. This expo will be filled with promising indie games from FPS to third person. Everyone will find something to like, I think, and I'm happy so many developers joined. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that by subscribing to the channel, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Thank you all for watching. Thanks to Richard Westfall, Bruce Rain 236, Thunderbeard, Kian Zofagari, Rickno23, Diamond Hunter 45, Themistocles, Spacebeard Gaming, and Rush Singbati for being a master member on the channel. You can become a survivor member for as low as 99 cents only by clicking the join button below. This will support me and the channel as a whole to continue making videos on the games that truly deserve it.